The next roof system we're going to talk about is sprayed polyurethane foam. This is probably the most unique of all the commercial roof systems you'll find in the country. Sprayed polyurethane foam is a unique system because it is an actual sprayed application where you use low-rise foam or mid-rise foam and you spray the application. It looks very similar to polyiso once it's sprayed out, once it cures. You spray it, it's in a liquid form, it rises up almost immediately, and within 2 minutes you can actually walk on the roof surface. Benefits to sprayed polyurethane foam. It looks a lot like your ISO that we talked about in terms of roof insulation types. So it's got great R value, an R value of over 6 per inch. It is a seamless monolithic system. So when it's sprayed out, it creates no seams. It has the ability to eliminate ponding water because you can create taper in your roof system if you spray a little more in an area, and you can create slope to the drains or drainage off the roof. It is very lightweight. It's very little odor and smell during the application. And one of the biggest factors is it has a renewable warranty. When you spray the polyurethane foam, the key to it, because it's a monolithic and a closed cell product, the benefit to it is if you have a leak, unless it goes all the way through to the deck, the penetration or the leak issue that you have, it won't leak. And it's a closed cell product, so it doesn't absorb water very easily. So that's a huge advantage to this system. The other benefit and the must that you must do with it is so long as it's kept coated, and you use various types of coating on this type of roof system. So you spray out the foam, it rises and cures, then you put a coating on top of it. The coating protects it from the ultraviolet rays. Your waterproofing is actually the foam itself. Okay? So long as it's kept coated, the foam will last virtually forever. You can use various types of coatings. You can use acrylics, you can use silicone coatings, urethane coatings in order for its protection. The warranty will vary based on how much coating you do put on the roof. Okay? So if you coat it well, you'll get a long-term warranty. The thicker the coating, typically the longer term the warranty is. So the beautiful part about that is so long as it's kept coated, you can renew the warranty in a lot of cases. So you can go back and put the coating on and recoat the roof, a period down the road and renew that warranty for a longer extended period of time. Now, the detriment is if it is exposed to the sun, usually for a period longer than 48 to 72 hours, the foam will start to burn through and turn kind of a burnt orange. When that's the case, then you have to cut that area out, reapply the foam. So very expensive material product, but the crew size is typically a lot less. You have an applicator who sprays the foam, and they like to be called applicators, not roofers. They're more, they're kind of prima donnas that way, from that perspective. But a good foam crew is tough to come by. It's not a hugely popular system in certain marketplaces. You see it very popular in areas like Arizona and the southern states, California, where you don't have as many cooling days. It's very temperature sensitive, okay? So you'll see it in areas that have much cooler climates or wetter climates. It is not as popular a product because it's much tougher to install in those types of climates. So areas like Arizona, where it's warm all the time, that's where you see a lot of foam applications and a lot of foam roof systems going down. Developed in the late 60s, it's a very unique product, as I mentioned. You basically put down the foam, you spray a base coat of coating and then a top coat, usually in different colors, so that you can tell the consistency and the thickness of coating that you get by putting a darker coat on the bottom and a lighter coat on top. A lot of times you'll see granules that are embedded in the top coating, And that gives it kind of added protection from, and durability from regular roof traffic that's up there. It's a very expensive game to get into. Most foam roofing contractors, to get a foam rig up and running, it's a $75,000 to $100,000 investment in order to get going on it. So that's why you don't see a lot of foam applicators really around the country. You can use it as an overlay application. The nice thing is when you're doing a penetration like a pipe or a curb, you just spray applicate the foam, so it's much quicker in terms of the detail process. So although it's a very expensive product and material, it does create a lot of R value. So if you have a building owner that's looking for high energy savings through insulation, this is a good possibility from that standpoint. But it is a very expensive material, but it does seem to go down in terms of application process, the installation process, a bit quicker than some of the other systems. You can also, if you have issues like failing ductwork, a lot of holes and problems with ductwork, you can actually spray the foam to ductwork and create a waterproof seal for that type of thing. So it's, like I said, it's not a hugely popular system because really it's the climactic challenges that it can present, but it's a pretty unique system overall.